What's up, athlete? I am Stephanie Jackson and I am your agent of truth. And today we are going to uncover and debunk envy and jealousy. Are they the same thing? No, they are not. They are actually two completely different things, even though we use them interchangeably. Jealousy is actually a law. Envy is something way more diabolical, okay? So let's talk about jealousy really quickly. When we first get introduced to jealousy in the Bible, it is actually an attribute of God, not of man, okay? Jealousy stems forth from God. All right, in Ephesians 20, when God has given them the 10 commandments, the first two commandments were against having other gods and worshiping and bowing down to them, right? And making graven images, i.e., statues like we like to make in sports. Yeah, those things. Or tattoos. All right. But that's a whole nother video for another day. All right. So God tells them, don't have any other gods. And then he says this. He says, for I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God. God literally calls himself jealous. It's the first time we see this word jealous in the Bible. The next time we sees it, he like stand 10 toes down in this thing. In Exodus chapter 34, he not only says, that he's jealous in Exodus 20, but he goes on and says, for my name is jealous. And the Bible actually capitalizes the J, for I am a jealous God. Okay. He reiterates again and even says, hey, one of my names is jealous. You call on Jehovah Jireh, my provider, Jehovah Rapha, my healer, Yahweh Sabaoth, the Lord of hosts, all those things. But nobody ever really says Jehovah jealous. Why? Because when Jehovah jealous shows up, somebody in trouble. His wrath follows each and every time because God will have no other God but himself. What's more, when we see jealousy again, it's actually attributed to a man whose wife is caught up in adultery. It is something in Numbers called the law of jealousies. I think it's Numbers chapter 5. It's called the law of jealousies. Forgive me if I'm wrong. It's the same jealousy that stems forth from God when his people who are in covenant with him go outside and violate the covenant. So this word jealous actually means and is attributed to the righteous wrath of God, the zeal and righteous wrath of God when his people whom he is covenant with goes outside and violates that covenant. Okay, so let's look at some of the Hebrew definitions of the word jealous. It literally means this, and these are like the real definitions: God not bearing any rival, also severe avenger of departure from himself, capital H, God. Zealous or zeal. In some of the Hebrew definitions of the word jealousy are ardor or passion of zeal of men for God, passion of men for the house of God, and passion of God for his people. So the word jealousy stems forth from God, right? It comes out of a covenantal right of an individual with another individual. So then what is jealousy? In simple terms, jealousy is literally a law. The law is this: anything that you have a covenant right to, you have a righteous right to be jealous over. Okay? So like I said before, God is jealous over you when you say yes to Jesus Christ, because now you're in covenant with God, right? Which then provokes his wrath if you go outside and start worshiping other gods, right? Also, once you get married, when a man and a woman get married, they are now in covenant. So if the man steps outside of covenant and sleeps with somebody else, or the wife steps outside and sleeps with somebody else, the party that was violated against now has a right to be jealous over his wife, or she has a right to be jealous over her husband. So jealousy is not what we thought. We got it wrong. It is not just this emotion when somebody has something that we want. No, we're going to see later that that's actually envy. Jealousy is a law. It's a covenantal right. Whatever you have a covenant with, you have a right to be jealous over. So that is jealousy, guys. Tune in to Kingdom Sports every night, every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, live on YouTube, okay? Let's talk about envy some more next video.